Hey there, welcome to my vlog here from evilemperor.wordpress.com. This is my first vlog here. I'm going to shoot some video here, do a couple of reviews maybe, talk about a couple things, and we'll leave it at that. And hopefully you enjoy my website, my blog site so far, and let's do some reviews. So recently I reviewed God of War, Chains of Olympus on the PSP. Today I want to do another review of Uncharted here, Drake's Fortune. I want to review this guy here. So the game is for the PS3, obviously. It's a third-person action-adventure and it stars a guy named Drake. Very action. It's a very actiony style type game. A lot of style in it. There's a duck and cover type system where you hide behind pillars and rocks and stuff, and you hold the left button L1 on the PS3 controller, and you hit the R1 controller to shoot. So it's kind of like a Gears of War type, where it's a duck and cover system. The graphics are amazingly detailed and great, especially on any kind of TV, or HD TV. It's one of the better games on the PS3, though it does get kind of repetitive during, like, let's say, a couple hours in, because you're shooting the same dudes, and there's a lot of these dudes come out at you at one time. But other than that, it's a really fun game, and amazingly, it looks really good. It's a game that you want to play on the PS3 because it really shows the graphics, the graphical power, and the visual power of the PS3 already. So another PS3 that I've been playing recently is Devil May Cry 4. Haven't reviewed that yet, so let me do my review here. Before I do that, let me tell you, so Uncharted, Drake's Fortune, I'm going to give that 4 out of 6 stars, or 4 out of 6 as my rating system there. You know my rating system is 1 through 6, 1 being bad, not good, 2 being it's bad, it's okay, 3 being okay, it's alright, I can recommend it, go rent it, 4 being really good, an excellent title, 5 being outstanding, and 6 being super rare, where maybe no game might ever get a 6. So that's a tricky one. Other than that, let's see, a 6 would be like Ocarina of Time, but they don't make games like that anymore, obviously. Okay, so the next title I want to review is Devil May Cry 4. Here it is here. I got it for the PS3. It's also available on the Xbox 360. Devil May Cry 4 is the story of Neo and of Dante too. You get to play Dante at the end. The graphics are okay for the game. They're high def and they look really good. But the problem with the game is that as Dante in the second part of the game, you go through this, you backtrack where Neo went. So it's kind of like they're repeating the areas a lot, and that kind of throws it off a little. Where I wanted some more areas. The game's kind of long, about 8 hours long. If you play it on normal, the Devil Hunter, it's a pretty good game. I recommend it. So I'm going to give Devil May Cry 4 a very speedy review here. Give Devil May Cry 4 4 out of 6 because it's okay. It's a good game. It's a rental game. If you want the achievements for 360, get on 360. I got it on the PS3 because I thought it might look a little better. It might run a little faster, but so what I've heard, it runs about the same. That's no big deal. Alrighty, let's see. What have I been playing on the Xbox? I've been playing a lot of Xbox Live Arcade games. I picked up Rez the other day. Rez is a very, very good game. It's a game where you just want to sit down with a good pair of headphones and relax and just enjoy the gameplay. It's so soothing and relaxing. It's a really good game. I recommend you picking that up on XBLA. I think it's 400 points. Not that expensive. So go ahead and go for that, especially when you're playing a lot of shooters, a lot of multiplayer, a lot of action adventure. You just want to relax and just sit there with some good music and a good pair of headphones and just play a shooter. So it's pretty good. The next game I've been playing on the Xbox 360, kind of embarrassing, but Arcadian Nights. It's a XBLA game. It's like a Diablo style game where you go around and you go to different dungeons, you level up, collect items. It's kind of very Diablo-esque type. It's okay. It's fun. It's good to play with a couple other people. It might go for a little bit, a couple hours long, and then you might put it down, pick it up a little later. It's a dungeon crawler. It's like you do a couple dungeons here, take a break, do a couple dungeons there. It's 400 points right now on the Xbox Live Arcade, so you might want to pick that up. It's up to you if you like that kind of stuff. Let's see, what else? So let me do a little review here of an Xbox game I've been playing. Call of Duty 4, I've just been playing multiplayer, but I haven't really reviewed that. I want to do a type review of that, so that should be coming up pretty soon, because I want to review the multiplayer aspect and the single player aspect of that too. I want to do a nice good review, because the game deserves it. It's a very good game. One of the best. It might even get a 5. I'm thinking of giving it a 5 because it really lasts, it really holds tight. I've been playing PGR4 on the Xbox 360. It's a really fun game when it comes to racing. It's kind of arcadey style, not like Forza or Gran Turismo. It's really arcadey in a way that you got to get these points, the kudos points. It's really fun. There's all kinds of different race types. It's hot laps, exterminator, where you have to, like, the exterminator one is like 6 cars come, and every minute one car it gets eliminated. That's called the eliminator exterminator. Eliminator, when one car gets eliminated every 10 seconds or 20 seconds, I'm not sure. And there's a hot lap where you have to beat the clock. There's street race. You have to go against other opponents. The online compatibility is it's pretty good. A lot of good players on there. I tried a couple races the other day online, and 8th place out of 8. But it's a really good racer. The graphics are okay. There's bikes and cars in the game, which is kind of ridiculous. The bikes are kind of just thrown in there, I think. But the racing is tight. It's tight. So let's see. So PGR4 on the Xbox 360 gets a 3 out of 6 because I play better.
Alright. War back there.
So we'll see what happens. Alright.
Oh my goodness.
Hi again to evoemperor.wordpress.com. Let's see, I just got a new game today, and I wanted to put up the type review up pretty soon, but I got Ninja Gaiden on the DS here. I haven't really played it. I played only the introduction, the training level. Got a pretty good impression of it so far. Of course, the graphics are really good, I heard, on the DS. But what's really weird about the game is the way you hold it, and the way you play it, because you're playing it like a book, and that's really interesting in the DS. So I'm going to show you a demonstration of how to hold. So I have here my. So you hold it like this, so like you're playing a book. So you take out the stylus here, or wherever it is, and you play it like this, and the game actually holds like this. So you're straddling, you're writing on this part here, and you're looking at that part. So it's pretty weird, but it's pretty interesting and pretty groundbreaking for a DS game. The action's real fast. It almost plays like a regular Ninja Gaiden game, which should be exciting. So pretty good impression on that. There'll be a type review of that and Call of Duty 4 on the website, which I want to do pretty soon. I wanted to review a couple games just to get them out of the way. Last but not least, I haven't really talked about Paradise City yet on the PS3 or the Xbox 360. It's a racer like Burnout. What you do is you race instead of just a regular street race. Your goal is to knock opponents out of the race, in and out of the race, and go as fast as you can to get the upper hand. Paradise City is an open world sandbox type game where you go around the whole city, very large scale area, and you get to compete these different races. Every stoplight is a race. So when you hit a stoplight, you automatically enter to a race if you hit the R and the L trigger down at the same time, the brake and the gas. So there's a lot of races in the game. There's, I think, 5 different types of licenses. You start with I believe a D and then C, B, A, and then the Elite, and then the Paradise City license. So it's pretty good, pretty fun. If you play Burnout, you played Burnout. You know about Paradise City. It was very hyped. It came out last year, so it's really good. You should check it out. So I give it a 4 out of 6 because it's really fun and playing for a lot, especially when you're playing online and you have a camera set up like the one here, the iToy, PS3 iToy I got here. You have it set up and playing online with friends, and you see them, and when you hit their car, you get to see the reaction of their face. That's kind of cool. I'm always like, oh. So I'm always like that when they hit me or something. That's kind of cool. So I think that's pretty much all I have to review now. Well, let me see, this is not my review, but I just wanted to tell you that I got the DualShock 3 here. You can see 6-axis. Love it. That's all I use now. I don't use the other controller, so check it out. So go to my blog, evoemperor.wordpress.com. Thanks.